This is J. Randall Wilkerson, editor at Wilkerson & Hughes Publishing. Our specialty are historic house plans, and this series includes a house design competition, Book 10 drawings. This was taken from the designs for 60 houses published in 1916 and 1917 involving the White Pine design competitions, and these were published in the Architectural Review magazine by Pencil Point Press, New York, New York. What we do is we take rare historic architectural drawings, and in this case magazines, and restore the drawings, format them to an 8.5 by 11 book, and print them on a lithographic printer to actually resemble the original copperplate gravure plates. Design for 60 houses includes two competitions. One is to design a house to cost $12,500 and be built with a garage and a suburban house and garage of white pine. The White Pine Bureau sponsored these competitions and then published these in a single book. There is another book in our series which just includes the $12,500 houses. In here will be some of the most beautiful pen and ink drawings and house designs ever done in the United States. These homes were often designed by the greatest architects because the plan in the original competition was to pay a very high rate of prize money. So even in this book you will find one designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, a noted architect of the Prairie Style. As we go through them, primarily we're giving you an overview of the quality and the content of the book, the various house designs, including this simple modern style. Some are colonial, some French, English, Prairie Style, all different European and American styles are involved. Now in this competition, architects were allowed to enter two drawings, two sheets. One would be the perspective and floor plans, and another would include details, possibly elevations and site plans. Not every architect did that, but most did. So what you're seeing is a house and the detail plan next to it. The designs involved producing these with pen and ink drawings on Bristol Board, about 20 by 30 inches. Some of the very finest India ink hand-drawn ink work ever seen is in these plan sets, especially the house design competitions. We're looking through the few here, and you'll see there include all types of styling, interiors, interior elevations, beautiful, beautiful work, absolutely beautiful. Our printing system restores the high black density of the original India ink drawings. We had to look far and wide to find a printer capable of doing this because very few can reach this extreme density over 2.4 on the DMAX scale. We have developed a computer process along with handwork that will restore the original line widths and the line densities so that what you're looking at are drawings 30 inches long reduced to 11 inches or less. And you can see that they are very exquisite. It may be hard to see in the video, but in practice these drawings are absolutely beautiful works of art worthy of framing. The books are wire bound so that the sheets will lay open so you can study each plan. Many of these houses would be suitable for construction today. However, you might need to update kitchen sizes and closet sizes because those were smaller back then. Most of them, you'll see in this case, have very few garages because those common necessities in today's architectural world block 30% of the house fenestration, that is the windows and the views out of the house. Now I'm pointing to a design for a white pine house to cost $12,500, number 46. It's submitted by Russell Barr Williamson, Spring Green, Wisconsin. If you look at the house, you'll see that it's a standard cruciform prairie house designed by Frank Lloyd Wright. Russell Barr Williamson was his drafting office superintendent at the time, and it's a smaller cruciform prairie than normal in order to fit the limited price based upon cubic feet. At this time, Frank Lloyd Wright was persona non grata in the architectural community because he had abandoned his family and all of his children to run off with a client's wife. So submitting a design in this competition with his name probably was not advisable. Most Frank Lloyd Wright experts don't actually know of this design and all the others that he submitted into competitions because they're just off the radar. These books are extremely rare. In many cases, only 2 or 3 copies exist. I believe on this one there may be 20 to 30 copies in all the libraries worldwide, but generally most people never see them. They're a very slender paper-bound booklet on a university library shelf with no clear visibility as to what's on the spine or what's inside. So when I find them in universities, they're usually never been checked out in the past 50 years. You're looking at designs and drawings from a competition that is almost 100 years ago. So the booklets dissolved as the acid attacked the paper. We're now into the second section, which is the suburban house with garage design competition. These are just absolutely beautiful works of art. We do this so much for the love of the architecture because it's a very small niche market. People who truly love historic styling of houses might be surprised to see that these are not large mansions by any means. All of these are under 3,000 square feet. Many are 2,000 square feet. And when you look at houses today, they'll often be 2,000 to 3,000 square feet, but waste most of the space so that it is not usable. In this case, you couldn't get juried into this competition unless you were a very good architect, among the best in the country. Well, that concludes a short flip through of our book. It's $12.95 available on Amazon as well as eBay, plus the shipping. It's 96 drawings on 113 pages, and the material of the paper is a natural white, not bleached, because that was the best color for pen and ink drawings even back 100 years ago. And we use the finest North American materials with cardstock covers. That concludes this review. Thank you for watching.